Hi everyone, this is Andrew Focht with Paley Farms here in Southwest Iowa. So we're going to go to the BioPath trial field today. Anthony, the agronomist with Mosaic Biosciences, is going to explain to us what's supposed to be happening in the plants, hoping for big results, excited to learn more about the biologicals and what it's doing inside the plant.
Hey guys, Ryan Drozd here again with Frontier Fields. We're currently sitting at one of our corn fields and about to take a ride back and go over some field data with Quintin from Mosaic.
The growing season has been a struggle. The BioPath field has had a little bit of everything. So it's had wind damage early, emergence issues, I guess would have been first, hail, and then we had another wind event, so I had some green snap. But it still looks really good. So excited to see what it can do going through all the different things that have happened so far.
This year's kind of provided its own challenges. Back to more of a wet year this year, so seen some leaching and now some disease pressure coming on, and fighting through the relatively high input costs compared to corn prices, especially as we try to get the last bit of our corn marketed that we didn't get early on. So just kind of tightening the purse strings.
So we're headed to the BioPath trial field. I got Anthony with Mosaic Bioscience with us. I'll let him introduce himself.
Anthony Finke. I am the regional sales manager for Mosaic Biosciences. So fortunate enough to work with Andrew on this deal.
BioPath, it's interesting. It's the thing that it's going to find us those extra bushels.
Exactly. So the micronutrients that are getting tied up or that we're short in, how do we get those more readily available to the plant? And by dialing in on the right bacillus strands to target that one nutrient is where you're really going to see the yield bumps in.
I got Quintin here from Mosaic. As we head back to the farm, Quintin, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Quintin. I'm the territory sales rep for the state of Indiana for Mosaic Bioscience.
So what have you been seeing around the country with other guys, and what things are looking like for them?
What we're seeing pretty consistently is plant mass is definitely a lot more this year. I'm seeing a lot more fibrous roots directly under the plant. Definitely getting a larger root system, which is obviously going to help with our nutrient use efficiency. The plant overall is just bigger, healthier.
I know, from my own experience, because in our low CEC soils where we need to kind of do more with less, I mean, that's the overall theme. We've seen a lot of benefit.
And we've definitely done our research on this. I think that's what sets Mosaic apart from others is we're not just going to throw every product at you and let you make a decision and purchase it. We've pretty well narrowed it down.
Yeah, I hope it stays that way, because I think one thing that other companies have that scare farmers away is just too many products.
Give me from it.
Like, don't give me all this stuff to look at. It's gonna be like number one way to scare a guy looking.
Yeah.
So I think make it simplified to where, you get so many products, you're like, okay, it kind of just seems like you're just trying to sell me stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, so this is in the BioPath area.
So yes, a lot of these plants do have 2 years all the way through there.
Yep.
Looks like they're progressing nicely.
But overall plant health is pretty decent.
No, it looks like you have a very healthy plant here. And so with your fertility program being the way it is, I think that makes a big benefit to it as well. Yield predictions is pushing 350, but you're hoping for a yield average of 300, or the field goal 300.
The goal is 300 field average, but doing the tissue test and putting it into the program that I use with YMS for total acre, and everything up in the BioPath is green all the way across.
Okay.
And in my control, it's not.
Really?
So I think it'll actually go almost to 400 without being red or yellow. I mean, I'm excited for what's coming.
Yeah, it's, what really like about it is the consistency of the product. So we talk about close to an 80% success rate with it. Seed treatments are 80% effective. Fungicides are 80% effective. So when you start thinking about that, would you plant a seed that's not treated?
I wouldn't.
It's proven, right?
Yeah.
It's that next 2-3 bushel that we were talking about earlier on the way over here. I feel like biologicals need to be the next seed treatment. It needs to go on in every prill of dry fertilizer and every gallon of liquid fertilizer because the benefit's there and the consistency's there. Having a quality product that's consistent every year is the big difference.
So here we are. We're back at our farm office. We'll bring up some of the planting applied data from one of this year's fields. So, like in this case, here's where we applied the BioPath on this field that we just came from.
Excellent.
When we get done harvesting, we'll go back and layer it with this exact same spot geographically in the field.
Okay.
And so that'll help tell us where the control was with the treatment area.
Now, if you have success with these trials this year, you think you're going to do more acres?
Yeah, so the idea here is to kind of see how did it work on sandy soils, how did it work on heavier soils. This year we put a lot more emphasis on efficiency,
Okay.
As opposed to yield, and then yield bump was just a bonus in this case. So we'll know in October or so where we stand. I want to thank Quintin here for joining us today.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate being here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
And can't wait to get that data so we can go through more in depth and share more with you guys. And
For sure.
we'll see you back on Frontier Fields. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks to everybody for joining us today, seeing our BioPath trial field. Thanks to Anthony for coming out and teaching us a little bit about biologicals. Exciting to have you. And I did learn a lot. Maybe didn't all get recorded in this video, but there's a lot more to learn about BioPath and what Mosaic Biosciences has to offer. Follow below and check out the other farmers on frontierfields.com.